Going live. Should we do our 2020
All right.
hardcore theme as 30 seconds to summer? And we just do all the 30-second songs until summer.
Yeah, I mean, we can pivot. We could
Get
pivot.
pivot. Pivot.
Pivot. All right, everybody, welcome to the pre-show.
Pre-show.
The show before the show. It's only for a select few. It's only for a select few.
The show where I keep looking over at Tom, but I'm really looking at Rojas at bat.
He didn't go out of the game.
Nah, our boy's still in.
I like a cider. I mean, you may not like hold on, Dan, I'm gonna send something to you that you'll laugh at.
Can't wait.
I like a cider. I don't know what's wrong with this one.
Are you just like belching like crazy? Is it just gassy?
It's like it's all foam. Like once I take a sip, it immediately foams in my mouth.
Could possibly be overcarbed.
It could be.
Yeah.
I mean, with the sugar content, it could be overcarbed.
Yeah, a combination of that and re-fermentation in the can. Maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit of that. I had to take a little break from the crisp after man, I had a real dad Tuesday. We'll get into it when we start the podcast, but
okay.
Man, I mean I crushed some Crispies earlier, and so I'm having an all mosaic hazy IPA, so single hop style. Just enjoying that before we get into a crispy episode here. But man, it was like full dad Tuesday today, man.
Yeah. Full dad Tuesday, eh?
Dude, we're talking long, we're talking Crispies, we're talking chili, man. Oh, dude, I mean, I was all out today.
And we somehow dressed the same. Exactly the same.
Exactly. Black t-shirts. They're slimming, Tom. Yeah. That's why I wear them.
Yeah. The maroon Phillies hat.
Yeah. Oh, I have the red on.
Oh, it's coming through maroon on my hat.
I know. I've noticed that, but it's red like right here.
Okay.
But like maroon, right? Yeah, it's weird.
I have the 5950 fitted, so I can't.
Nice.
If I go like this, now I'm dursting. Just dursting.
You're dursting. I went with the
dursting
last year, and I like it. It's my first snapback. Yeah. I've never had one. I've never had like any of the new era snapbacks. I'm
a big proponent of the snapback. It's growing up, it was all about the fitted. Like you had, if you wore a snapback, like in like middle school,
it was Bobo. Like it was
you were a dork, a big time dork.
Yeah, it was like wearing Bobos. It was like,
mm-hmm.
You weren't. It was like you got it at Walmart or something. Like you didn't get it at like Lids, or you didn't go to the real shops.
Right. Yeah. You had to. You have to know your head size. I think I'm a 7 5/8. Got a big old dome.
It's been a minute. I think
7 1/2.
I do have. I did develop a slight Uncle Phil roll on the back of my head, so like my hat size has grown a little bit.
Yeah,
it's a tiny one, but it's
mine is less pronounced. I've lost a little bit of weight, and mine is less pronounced.
A little bit of back of the head weight.
Yeah.
Do you put like the chain thing on your like head, and you're doing like the exercises?
Yeah, no, I would. You know what? If they had that, I would. I think that would get rid of like the double chin. It would strengthen my neck.
Yeah.
I would. If my gym had that, yes, I would.
I can see you doing it, Tom, and I can see everyone's reaction to it. Maybe if you bring your own from home and start using it there,
and just listen to Seven Dust the whole time in my headphones.
Just 4 minutes of a heavy breakdown.
Yeah.
The entire song.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Yeah, just the sultry sounds of black guy metal.
Oh yeah, he was a great singer.
Mm-hmm.
What was that dude's name? I forget.
Lejean.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
They're still putting out stuff.
You know, he was like my height. He was like 5'4".
Yeah, we saw him in concert, Dan.
Oh yeah, you were there. I just want to
Yeah.
make sure.
Where
I was not sure if you were there.
Yes, I was there when we watched them when Il Nino opened up for them, and we did the meet and greet after.
Oh
I
yeah,
met Il Nino.
we did. We did.
Yes.
We did. We did a meet and greet.
Yeah, with Il Nino, band Il Nino.
It's Spanish for the Nino.
Nino.
I forgot all about that.
All right, hold on. I'll be back to this song. I gotta bring up. Maybe I'll bring it up on the old YouTubes. Get 30 minutes of Il Nino. So you guys can, because nobody has ever heard of Il Nino. What are
Yeah,
we
I feel like
drinking?
they
What are we drinking, boys? Right now, so we're in pre-show.
pre-show.
We're disjointed as far as what we're drinking. We're not
Yeah, it's
drinking.
the warm up, so
Yeah.
it's cash. It's real cash.
I'm drinking a cider from our local orchard out here, Freecon Farms.
I love it. Freaking farms.
Yeah, and it is gassing me up.
You know, it reminds your predicament kind of reminds me of that South Park episode where Cartman is doing 24. Remember, he's Jack Bauer, and he keeps injecting with apple juice to get apple juice farts.
Yes, Dan.
He's interrogating the guy. So I can only imagine what the friend zone smells like over there.
Oh my God, Dan! There's a video, Il Nino live in Pennsylvania, 2004. We might have been there.
Is that the Chameleon Club?
No.
Where did we see them?
Electric Factory.
We saw them at the okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw Seven Dust at the Chameleon Club at another time. Yeah, I may have seen Seven Dust more than once.
Confession was the album. All right,
yeah,
here we go. I got it, Dan. Here we go.
Are we in this?
Yeah, I mean, we can play 30 seconds of it, I think.
We got 30. Yeah, we could do just a quick YouTube. See if we could find us in 30 seconds.
Well, no, this is just the. So the first 5 seconds, Dan, are you back?
I don't know, man. That snare, snare's killing me.
But did the first 5 seconds, did it pull you back?
It did.
2004.
It did. No, that snare sound definitely did, because I was like, oh, I remember when that was like, you had to get it as tight as possible.
Oh, Dan, like the song, as soon as that first 5 seconds hit, I was like, I remember this song.
Exactly.
I'm sitting in my Cutlass Sierra. I just pulled it out of my Visor CD organizer and slapped it in my aftermarket stereo.
It was a black CD with foil font on it, so it shimmered.
Yes.
I remember.
And we had to keep the jewel case because we got it autographed, Dan.
Yeah, mine's in storage somewhere. It's gonna be worth some money. Elm Street. This is what we were into, Tom. I'm embarrassed. Tom, come back. Don't leave me here with this video. Please, Tom, come back. You started this. Tom, you started this. This is your fault.
Who the fuck produced this video? Who went, yeah, Elm Street. Let's hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Dread metal.
Yeah, there was a lot of dread metal back then.
Oh my God, I forgot
how much samba was in this.
I forgot. It wasn't, they weren't bongo. What were they? They weren't bongos.
It was like samba. It was like samba.
The big drums. Tall, the big two, the big like shit. John Miller had like one. It was one. You know,
djembes?
Yeah, there was something. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I'm not as scared on this Elm Street as I would be on Freddy's Elm Street. Oh yeah, I remember the drummer was really fat. Yeah, remember there was Samba. Oh, this is so early 2000s, Tom. I can't take it anymore. Please turn it off.
Oh my god.
Tom, at this part of our lives, you know, there was bands that I took with me and there was bands I left behind. This is
Il Nino didn't make the cut, Dan.
this and Cottonmouth Kings got left behind.
You know what, Dan? I'm going into Apple Music.
Nope. Don't do it.
I'm finding El Nino. Let's see, El Nino. And I'm adding this. I'm going to listen to this while I'm working out. There we go. Confession is the name of the album.
Yeah.
God damn. Look at the I don't know if it'll come up.
Oh yeah, it was the hands with the cross.
The rosaries.
Yeah.
Man. And it's pre-folded. It's the image is the album, like the image is folded.
Yeah, I see it. I see it, Tom.
Yeah, I'm Te amo, I hate you. And if you Dan, I'm at day 50 something, 53, 54 in my my Duolingo journey again. And I can tell you Te amo means I love you.
It does.
So yeah, it's I love you, I hate you.
Yeah, I mean, a real dichotomy right there.
Yeah. We Dan, we had a, you know, I remember being at the concert and they like, you know, they had the samba breakdown and we were like, man, this band is cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome. This is so innovative, man.
Yeah. Again, Tom, there were bands that we left behind. But there were bands that we took with us from the 2000s, from the mid to late 90s, early 2000s. There were bands that we took with us. Deftones took with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That band transcended time. El Nino, not so much.
I mean, if you want a good image of senior year, let's say senior year of high school, bleeding over into freshman year of college, if you want a good image of Dan and Tom in that time, just go listen to El Nino.
Oh yeah,
just cholo metal.
Oh yeah, there was a cholo metal time.
Yeah,
couldn't take it with us. I would say it was more so like junior year high school into senior year high school. I think by the end of senior year we started. I thought we started shaving that away.
No, Dan. Do you remember how hyped we were freshman year of college when Seven Dust's Southside Double Wide came out? Their double wide acoustic album came out.
See, I would say Seven Dust I took with me for a little longer than I took El Nino.
But they're in the same ilk as El Nino.
Yeah, but I don't know. Seven Dust was a little more talented, I think.
I agree, but it was still in that same, like, we're still hitting that same.
I think Southside Double Y was actually the end of Seven Dust for me, though. I think that was the last.
Yeah, no, I never.
That was the last of it. I don't think I ever listened to anything beyond that from Seven Dust.
No,
I think people tried, but I couldn't listen to anything else after that.
They did, yeah. They did that song about was it the lead singer of Snot or was it Head PE?
Yeah, Snot. They did. That was like, dude, that was like 90. That was like 2001, 2002.
Was it?
Yeah, that was from.
I thought that was on Southside. I thought that premiered on Southside Double Wide.
No, that was way before.
I thought that was Southside Double Wide.
That was straight up, because I remember my sophomore or junior year English. We were supposed to review like a song lyrics, and I did one of the songs from Straight Up.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Was it Angel? Angel's Son.
Yeah.
2001. You're right, Dan. Released 2001. Angel's Son. Oh, it's such a good song. God damn, it's such a good song.
Ellie De La Cruz just hit a home run.
Yeah, that'll happen. He'll do that.
He will. He will.
You want to get this show on the road?
Yeah, let's start. Let's drink some.
What? Whoa!
Ooh, we got Barry
Barry
in the
Ches.
house.
Barry Ches sipping a year 4 14.2% barley wine. I mean, that's
My man Ches is retired.
Right
He doesn't have anything to do tomorrow. That's living right there.
Yeah, that's hot tub beer right there.
Yeah. The Hugh Hefner of Pennsylvania craft beer just entered the chat.
Yeah, that's straight up hot tub beer. Just stewing in some barley wine.
And he's just sending pictures to me right now.
All right, let's
start the podcast and get down some beer talk.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was touch and go for a second there.
Oh, what happened?
I was trying to find the glassware that I wanted, and I couldn't locate it. And I heard the drum breakdown. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, oh, I gotta get back.
I saw you leave your chair. I was like, oh, what's going on over there?
Yeah, I had to grab my glassware.
All right.
Let's go live with the audio. Actually, running into an issue here, Dan. Hold on one second.
Did you plug it in?
No, we're almost out of space. Let me do. Hold on one second. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me. While we're doing this real quick, I just need to delete a couple files, and we will be good to go. Dan.
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah. Where are you going? Go into the old recycling bin. There we go.
Pull them out later if you need them.
Yeah. No, it actually recycling bin permanently deletes things now. All right, exit. Let's see where we're at. Daniel, we are back. We're back on top, and we are going on. Can you give me a check, Dan?
Check one. Check
All
one.
Right, just want to make sure you were still on here. Yo, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. 210 episodes. First time we're doing a welcome back Cotter.
Yeah, you'd figure we would have done it sooner, but welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the greatest podcast to exist in the history of podcasts. It's your internationally acclaimed, Cindy Crawford approved podcast of hops, high fives, and friendship. I am your host, the crispiest of boys, the crowd killer of Crispies. It's Tom.
Oh, yeah. And I'm your other host, the Hop Master General, the Royersford Rattlesnake. Oh, hell yeah. It's Dan.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode, another edition of the best friends podcast in the world. We are Dan, I'm hoping that we keep going with this format because the last couple of episodes I've liked what we're doing. I like the featured beer.
I do.
I like that we're honing in on, a little bit of beer educate, a little bit of education, a little hop education.
I like it too, Tom. Are we also going to continue to dress alike as well? For all the audio listeners, it's like we went into each other's drawers and pulled out the same clothes.
Yeah. I mean, it's bound to happen again. Probably sooner rather than later, most likely.
I see us doing the Human Robot Pilsner Pirates shirt.
That's happened before.
It has happened before. One of us had to change.
One of us had. Yeah, I had to change. I think I had to change out because I think you were here.
Yeah, no, wasn't it live? Wasn't this at wasn't this somewhere? I thought we did somewhere. I thought we were doing a live show. I was like, oh,
yeah, it's not a great look.
It's not a great look. But right now, I'd say we're looking very very uniform right now. Very
uniform.
Consistent.
Yeah, very uniform.
We're uniform. We're not matching, but we're very uniform. We got the black shirts. We got the Phillies hats on.
Yeah.
We're doing beer education. We're doing comedy. It's gonna be a great episode.
I almost wore my Sixers hat, but I'm still
sour.
Yeah, I'm still sour after last night's game.
It was a rough one.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it. But
yeah,
it is the year of 2020 hard 4. I don't know how hard 4 we are anymore.
Yeah, we're really going into 30 seconds to summer right now. We hit, if you guys have been following along on the audio for the last couple episodes, we found a 30-second song playlist of 30-second punk rock and hardcore songs, and we couldn't be happier with the results.
Yeah, I mean, it makes life a lot easier for us. It helps us stay within the restrictions that the Android Mark Zuckerberg put into place.
They grow facial hair now, man. Watch out.
I know. What was the Android's name on Next Generation?
Oh, Data.
Data. Yeah, that's what he's Data. That's if you look at him.
Just kidding, guys. I didn't know it that fast. I'm not a nerd. All right. God. I just took a guess there. I never watched the show. I'm not a nerd.
Yeah. I only watched it for LeVar Burton.
Reading Rainbow.
Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
All right, yeah. So let's hit the 30 seconds. So I gotta say, it's made our job a lot easier finding these 30-second songs, but we are totally unprepared for them to end.
All right, everybody. We are the best friends podcast in the world, and we are starting right now.
Go. Perfect.
The end. It's the whole song, everybody.
30-second songs. 30 seconds of summer, guys. We're deep in the spring right now. The summer's on its way. It's crisp is on the horizon, guys.
We're entering, as the name of the episode says, the season of nobility.
The royal beer season, as we like to call it.
Yeah. Ooh. All right, everybody. You know the deal. Follow, rate, review. Give us a follow on all major podcast platforms. Give us a rating. Dan, rating.
5-star party, baby.
And shoot us a review. Take a couple minutes out of your day. We do this all for free. So if you want to support the podcast without giving us any money, do it through a review. Apple does it. I don't know if Spotify does it. If they do, leave us a review on there. If you do want to support us monetarily, there are 2 ways to do it. One is a link in our bio. It takes you to a listener support section. You can drop a couple dollars there, and we'll make it worth your while. Otherwise, the best way to do it is, Daniel,
sub with Prime.
If you have an Amazon Prime account and you are a streamer on Twitch, stream watcher on Twitch, which is, in our opinion, the best way to watch the podcast.
Yeah.
You can sub to the channel for free. Get an ad-free experience, and we get a little kickback. Yeah.
Big Zaddy Bezos throwing a couple shekels our ways, guys.
Everybody wins. And as always, we are part of the Hopped Up Network. Hopped Up Network is an ever-growing group of independent craft beer podcasts, much like our own. If you like our podcast, you might like some of the others on the network. Check them out, www.hoppedupnetwork.com. Instagram at Hopped Up Network.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Record time.
Very good, Tom.
Yeah, got ready to throw it.
You got the auctioneer rhythm really going right there.
So we're going to be getting into a beer here. If you follow along on Instagram, you already know what beer we're doing, or Facebook. I guess we do post it to Facebook as well.
We cross post, yeah. If you're on our social media, you've already seen what we're going to be drinking tonight.
And Dan, if they're not following us on social media, what's the way to follow us on all social media, Dan?
I'm so glad you got those sound bites back up, guys. It is Best Friends Pod. That's Best Friends POD. I feel so alive for the very first time. God, it's been so long, but it feels so right.
You know, we got into Cholo metal in the pre-show.
We did.
And you know, I had a hankering for more Cholo metal.
If my shirt had buttons, only the top one would be up right now.
Yeah. My feet are like this right now. You can't see it. Yeah. My socks are high so I can keep it low, fool.
My dickies have the cuff and the crease.
All right. Let's get into this beer. Dan, do you have the Untappd pulled up for this thing?
I do have the Untappd pulled up here. So, guys, today we are diving into. It's been a while, but we've had this brewery on before. But we are bringing them back around, guys. We are going to be doing the Teller Pills from Vault Brewing Company at a Yardley. Is this at a Yardley?
Yeah, making the trip all the way back to Yardley.
Up the Yardley. So we got a bold and unfiltered American Pilsner brewed simply with Pilsner malt, Zaz family hops, lager yeast, and Yardley water. Fermented cool and lagered for many moons for a sturdy and balanced drinking experience. Straightforward and direct. Ooh,
Yardley is situated like right on the Delaware River. So I'm going to assume when they say Yardley water, it's just Delaware River water.
Yeah, it's Delaware River water. So it's what kills dolphins, but it's gonna quench our thirst.
Yeah, I grew up on it. I wouldn't be here without Delaware River water. So, let's get
looking back now.
What's that?
I said, okay. I was gonna say the Delaware water that you were raised on. It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. It's why I am the way I am, Dan.
It's okay. I had the Schuylkill punch myself.
All right, let's get a crack here and dive into this thing. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, beautiful on the nose.
Yeah, very noble.
Yeah, it's the like you said, Tom, earlier in the intro here. We are in the season of nobility. The mowers are working hard, and we're crushing crisps.
I switched up. I always forget that I have this secondary stange in my collection.
Auxiliary stange, is it the human robot one?
No, human robot's my A team.
Yeah, that's my A team too.
B team is Ludlam Island.
Oh yeah, you did get a Ludlam one.
Yeah,
that beautiful beer, man. Look at this.
Yeah, this is really nice. It's like they just put Delaware River water in a can.
It's got that beautiful foamy head that Delaware River water has.
yeah. It's got that nice like golden brown color to it that the Delaware River water does.
Well, Tom, I can only assume it's going to taste better. So,
Daniel, Sancha,
cheers, man. That is Bohemian.
Yeah,
actually brings up a lot of drinking this right now brings up a lot of points that we talked about pre-show. I would say even pre-stream about Zaz hops that we wanted to get into. But I think my assumption or my prediction about what type may be correct.
Yeah. So this is like you said, very bohemian. There's a subtle sweetness to it.
Yes.
Um the all the sauce flavors kind of come through. Um there's definitely like a pepperiness and a there's definitely like a vegetal
Herbal.
herbal vegetal kind of. I'm getting like I get the
Vegetative.
mm, vegetal
I don't think that's
vegetate
a word. I don't think that's a word, Tom. I think you're
veggie
making. I
veggie
think you're making up words.
no, because vegetative was like that's where what you would describe like Terry Schiavo as
Okay. Well, vegetable. Let's
vegetal,
see.
vegetal,
Is it vegetal? Okay.
vegetal. Let's see. Yeah, it's a word. Relating to plants.
Ah, okay. There you go. Or
Yeah,
vegetative, actually.
a vegetal aroma.
Yeah, relating to nature of plants. Also, vegetative works as well.
Yeah. Well, when I think of vegetative, I think of like a coma patient.
I know, Tom. We heard you say it earlier.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't remember, Terry Schiavo was a famous vegetable in the hospital. Spurred the whole um, can you take a person off life support thing.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not get into that debate. We're just trying to drink some beer here.
Dan, you don't like topical references like Terry Schiavo?
Tom, I don't think that's gonna go well with Zaz hops.
um, but yeah, I'm getting more vegetal than herbal.
Yeah, I would say very almost I would say less on the herbal side, but almost and we'll talk I don't want to go too much into Zaz, but like I feel like it could have potentially been more of the American Zaz
Mm,
hops
mm.
on this versus the Bohemian or Czech
You're
because
thinking more of
it's
like
less herbal. I think a little bit more bitter,
more the Michigan region Saz.
or just anywhere in the U.S. It's just like a U.S. based Zaz
So
hop,
so Saz is if you're getting it from the US, it's primarily out of Michigan.
primarily out of
Probably.
Michigan.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
they just got oh man, Michigan just Detroit pizza and Zaz hops up there.
And despair. Lots of despair, Dan.
Man, real Debbie Downer over there. Terry
Yeah.
Schiavo now despair.
Not the best water either. Not the best water.
That's what feeds these Zaz hops
Yeah.
right outside of Flint.
Yeah, right outside. Yeah, Michigan water makes Delaware River water look like Fiji.
I mean, makes great. I mean, makes great hip hop. Yeah, you got
Insane Clown Posse.
yeah, that's true. I was thinking
Mhm.
more like Eminem and Danny Brown, but yeah, those guys.
Yeah, I went straight to the Fago route.
Yeah, you went straight. You went full Juggalo on that
Mhm.
assumption there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I would honestly, because it just says in the description here, in the Zaz family, I would almost say just from my experience with other beers that have Zaz that this could potentially be more on the American side.
okay.
Just because there is a little bit more of like a bittering to it, which comes from the US giving it more higher alpha acids in their crop versus like a traditional Czech Zaz.
Mm, okay. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm not getting like let me take another sip here.
Give a little.
Oh, I'm getting some maltiness.
I'm getting maltiness too, yeah, definitely. But
Maltiness up front. Um, a little peppery, a little vegetal from the hop. Um,
you say
it's
vegetal one more time, I'm just kidding.
there's there is a cloying sweetness to it.
A little bit of sweetness.
Mhm.
It is an American style, so it could
Yeah.
potentially be a little bit not as dry as say like your traditional Czech Pilsner
Hmm.
or that.
Very delicious though.
It is, yeah, I would say very good. I
And
would call this the post Milan.
I was going to say you experienced this as a post Milan. How did that go over?
Well, no, I almost cracked it, but I took a picture of it instead because I'm like, you know what, we should definitely
Oh,
use this.
okay.
But I ended up, just killing some other Crispies. Yeah. I've designated a lot of the single beers that we both share as to the side as podcast options now.
Yes.
So
Okay. We're on the same page there then there. If it's a single beer in my fridge, I'm like, we probably use this as a podcast beer.
if it's a single beer and I know that you have one over there as well, yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is gonna save one of us a trip to
Yeah.
have to meet up for beers. I'm like, I'm gonna put them to the side.
But
So
yeah,
next week we got for Human Robot and Punch Buggy.
um, yeah, so this is yeah, I mean this fits a lot of categories. This is I don't know if I'd go lawnmower beer.
Yeah, it's more
It's a
post,
yeah,
I would say.
it's a little more filling than I would want from a lawnmower beer.
Yeah, this is a big bodied for
Yeah.
4.9%. I'm
And
getting
it
a lot of
definitely
body
yeah,
on this beer.
definitely fits in the category of the Post Malone. Fits in the category of like a grilling beer
Yeah,
as well.
I would give this the grill beer nod as well. It's yeah, the malt definitely is the champion of this, like you said.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
would say the lager yeast definitely plays well with the malt, gives it a nice finish for that. But it's interesting to see like a variation of like Zaz because
Yeah.
you and I were both fans of Pilsner Urquell, which I believe
Mhm.
is also a Zazie boy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Stella Artois is also, I mean, that accounts for, I think from what I read, what 70% of the yield of Zaz hops in Czech
mhm,
Republic is it allocated just to Stella Artois.
yeah. And how many people have identified Stella Artois as an Italian beer?
Really?
Mhm.
There's a population out there that calls that a
Yeah.
Italian beer.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. I know I've experienced it a lot. Um, being told I
I
remember
had no idea
distinctly
that people.
throughout the years being told like, "Oh yeah, that's an Italian beer." And I'm like, "I don't think that's right. I don't
Oh,
think that's correct." I think because it's like like it's pretty prominent in like Italian restaurants that it gets
okay.
associated with I don't know, being Italian. I don't know. Or like
I've never heard that. I mean, I always thought of it as like a very like high end, like when you have a
mm,
Stella, like because
yeah.
it always had its own glass,
Mhm.
and we would always joke because we would get the Stellas, order the Stellas, get the Stella glass, and the person's girlfriend who had the biggest purse was taking home 3 Stella glasses.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Um
We were drinking out of Stella glasses at our house, like high society, baby.
oh yeah, we were living the high life. Um yeah, I would
Good one.
say I remember seeing the like the Stella commercials back when they would do Stella commercials like in high school.
Back in the weren't they like opening them with like swords or something? That's
What they would do is they would pour them into
yeah.
the glass and then they would use the knife
Yeah, to cut the
and
head off of the top,
yes. Yeah.
which probably every Czech person just screams when that happens.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
they take their foam very
Yeah.
seriously, and they're
Yeah, they're
probably
like,
just like,
that's a good foam. I don't know what
"No,
it
Tom,
I
they."
don't know what a Czech
No,
accent sounds like.
they probably see the knife take the foam off, they're just like, "Whoo!"
No, I leave it a foam.
It's
The foam is a beautiful. It's so rich, so
I don't
much
think
of
that
flavor.
I don't think that's a Czech accent, Tom.
I, Dan, have you ever heard a Czech accent?
Uh,
Could you tell me for certain that that is not a Czech accent?
I think I can. I think well, it's
Have,
primarily Italian, but, you know,
yes, but have you heard a Czech accent?
I've never heard a Czech accent, but I would assume it's more Eastern European.
But you don't know.
I don't. I
It's a
don't,
seed of
Tom.
doubt.
There.
This is the Czech accent.
Are you Mandela affecting me?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Is that
assuming.
accent really like Czech Republic, but I've just been thinking it's Italian the whole time? Super Mario has really been Czech the entire time.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Me and my Eastern Bloc brother, Luigi.
He's wearing an Adidas tracksuit and a gold chain. He'll 4 hours with you during the day.
No, I have a feeling that they're more like Borat, like, very nice.
Yeah, I think there's the Czech tracksuit definitely is a thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. The tracksuit is huge in Europe, all throughout Europe. I
Dude,
need
it's the 4th result if you just put in Czech, TRAC. It's the 4th
tracksuit.
result. Czech
You know,
tracksuit.
well, what else? To be fair, what else is what is Czech TRAC gonna be?
Tracking code,
Yeah.
tracksuit was the next one.
So let's talk about Saz, Dan.
Oh, ooh, okay, yeah,
So
let's talk about that, and I'm gonna pull up a Facebook page while we talk about Saz.
okay. So Saz was originally registered in 1952, Daniel.
Look at that.
The original Saz, or Czech Saz, as it's sometimes known, has established itself as a staple variety for brewers and dates back more than 700 years.
Damn.
It's originating in Zatek, Bohemia, now part of the Czech Republic. It is the former, I believe, former Czechoslovakia. Is that
Czechoslovakia,
yeah,
yeah, Czech Republic, and there's I forget who else was part of that, like,
the
it's
Ottoman Empire?
yeah, they're like Yugoslavia was in there
Yeah.
for a
Oh,
minute, and
yeah,
then
Yugoslavia, yeah.
and then they disbanded, I think,
The
too, so
Slavics, Czechoslovakia. It is an esteemed red vine variety that is now grown around the world. New Zealand, in particular, has embraced Saz, breeding several descendants, including the popular Matueka and Riwaka varieties. Hmm. So Saz is one of the four
Oh, I
original.
heard about that. Wait, I think when we talked about Nelson, there was talk of, like, how what was it, Hersbrucker, I think, or something from Czech Republic was
Mhm.
also like, Nelson had a lot of varietals that were
Yeah,
part of Czech
crossbred.
crossbred, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're breeding hops like dogs. Say it again. They're breeding hops like dogs.
I heard it. I I
My
just
God,
saw
that's the quietest it's ever been on this podcast.
sorry, I got, I looked up I looked up a Facebook page called called Drunk Slavs in Tracksuits, and I'm just trying to go through all I'm trying to
Okay,
find the best it's all, like, Czech inside jokes, I guess.
okay.
So I'm
So
like, "Where are the drunk Slavs in tracksuits?" All it is
back to Zaz. It's one of the four original noble hops and has a distinctive and classic aroma. Known for its prominent use in Stella Artois and countless Bohemian lagers and pilsners. Its warm herbal character stems from a high level of farnesene, while its other oils are in fair balance. With such a low alpha acid percentage, Saz is inarguably an aroma hop. However, when used as an early addition, it is thought to add a Jesus Christ, fell apart here at the end. Delicate bitterness. Additionally, its elevated content of polyphenols aids to abating
polyphenols, Tom.
whatever. All right,
Polyphenols.
in abating oxidation, giving beer brewed with Saz a notably longer shelf life.
Nice.
It is growing Saz is not without its difficulties. Specifically, it endures a meager yield, has weak mildew resistance, and light cones. Oh Jesus, it's like, oh please keep me inside. Get the mildew off of me. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
the original variety has
It
been
it has asthma. It has, like, an inhaler.
it just a weak immune system.
The Zaz hops, you just hear an entire hop vine go.
um, um,
Yeah, it's really it's the mildew in this check air.
it's the pollen. Is the pollen count higher this year? It's the only hop that needs Claritin.
It's such a nerd. It's such a nerd hop.
It really is. It's just like, I don't know. It's like
It's the Millhouse of hops.
I think of it. Do you watch 30 Rock, Dan?
Yeah.
Do you remember Pee Wee Herman's character in that the prince that is like
Yeah.
has been through so many years of inbreeding that he's just like like a gust of wind was gonna take him out.
Royal inbreed, yeah.
Yeah, he's like he has deficiencies for everything. That's Saz hops. It's just
Yeah.
years of inbreeding. The original Saz variety has been successfully cloned 9 times between 1952 and 1993 in an effort to improve these factors. Originally, growers were hesitant to hybridize, fearing the loss of its signature and delicate aroma. The hybridization has become necessary, though, to breed resistance to wilt and mildew and make it a more viable crop. Despite these few shortcomings, breweries use it prolifically
Oh, of course.
worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Zaz is commonly used, and it's the beer nerds, like, uh, Pilsner and lager hop. Like, Zaz is so
yeah,
easily used in, like, not even just lagers and Pilsner, but Kolsch's as well.
yeah,
Uh, brings out, that aroma for a Kolsch is, like,
yeah.
signature. Like, Zaz definitely helps on the Kolsch side as well. Holy shit. This dude just caught a foul ball for a foul ball in the Reds outfield and just chugged a Busch Light.
Nice.
Just just sl he caught it and he just slammed it, and they just took a slow motion shot of that.
um,
My
there's something to be said about it. Like Saz is one of the 4 original noble hops, and it's just so fragile and delicate. Like
It's
did it
yeah,
rain last night? I'm not
years of
feeling.
royal inbreeding in Europe.
Yeah. There must be rain in the forecast because my bones are aching.
Does anyone else think the air's dry? My nose will bleed.
If you could turn on the humidifier before you leave, that would be great.
Just
uh,
walking through the hop vine, just hearing him mouth breathing.
yeah, it's Kyle. It's Kyle's cousin Kyle from South Park.
Yes, I forgot about that character. Yes, that is a Zaz hop. So Tom,
Oh God.
I'd say our journey of hop like criticism has gone from bougie hops to nerd hops real quick.
Yeah.
We went from like the Kim Kardashian of hops to like the I don't know, nerdy white guy, the Logic of hops, I guess.
I wouldn't even. I mean,
I know, I'm just joking.
Logic is pretty gangster for this description of Saz.
I know.
I don't even know. Like Saz is like, I don't know.
Trying to think of like a good frail person.
And so I would say Drake.
Oh yeah.
Because Drake is so popular and
So
like,
popular, yes.
so
Okay.
many
See where
people
you're going.
love Drake, but he is just the biggest dork. Like he's so corny.
More cops.
Yeah. He's such a dork. And like that's what Saz is. Saz is, oh God.
Saz is a dork, but goddamn, sometimes you just want to put on a dork song and just
Yeah. Oh
jam out
yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just want to crush a dork beer, and Saz is there for
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
crushed a Kolsch last night that was hopped with Saz, and man, it there is something there is something about the aroma that they talk about that it does come out in a lot of these like Saz brews. Like it's
Yeah.
just a beautifully it is a beautifully balanced, like right on the nose smell that you get every time you have one. I don't think I've
Yeah.
had a bad beer with a Zaz hop in it.
Um, yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head. That's for sure.
I feel
Yeah,
like I want to take Zaz's lunch money though.
yeah, yeah. All right, so Dan, I did find a breakdown of Zaz.
Oh, you got the Zaz pie chart.
Yeah, there it is. And
Ooh,
Dan, it's woody, more woody, vegetal, and herbal.
there it is.
There it is, vegetal. Um, let me see here. Uh, earthy, grassy. Okay. Floral, which yeah, floral's not there. It's more citrus than floral, which is surprising.
You know
Um,
what? I'm getting like a sweetness to it. That's
yeah,
all I would almost say like some sweetness, but that vegetal definitely kind of goes
yeah,
in there with it.
more berry than floral. Um, Also spices in there, which I would
I would say
attribute to like a
spicy.
yeah, I would attribute to like that peppery, like
Yeah,
that peppery
exactly.
spiciness that you get from the noble hops.
Exactly. And our chart here has like, spicy and woody next to each other. And I think a good middle ground for that is peppery. So
Yeah,
like if you were to draw another line through like the middle
yeah,
right there,
right
yeah,
there.
you'd get peppery between
Yeah,
woody and spicy. So
yeah. I think this is a nice
accurate,
representation
yeah,
here.
very accurate representation of what we're nerding out to right now.
Yeah, the highest notes: woody, vegetal, herbal, a little bit, on the grassy side.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
We're
this
drinking the hops that horses would love.
I wanna give this hop a wedgie. Nerd.
Nerd. Um,
What was the big dude from Revenge of the Nerds? I feel like him, like, "Nerds."
oh, what was his name? Not Booger. Was it Booger?
No,
Booger.
Booger was
No,
was one
Nerd,
of the
yeah.
nerds, but,
Oh, what was his name? Um,
I'm looking up right now.
yeah.
Oh, man, it was, American actors as the hulky dimwit for Ogre,
Ogre, yes.
Brother Ogre.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Nerds. Yeah. Yeah, Timmy Tabor.
Yeah.
It's literally like look at the picture. It's Timmy Tabor.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It is him.
Mhm.
It is him, isn't it?
Yep. Yep, it is. Yep, it is, Dan. Um, all right. Dan, you'd brought something up. We're in the season of dad discussions.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you wanted to bring something up. Hold on, Dan. Hold on. Hold on, Daniel. Daniel, hold on. One more time. One more time for the audience.
Dad discussion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I love that guitar part.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The riff,
royalty-free butt rock fucking slaps.
yeah, the riff is tasty.
I gotta say, Tom, man, it must have been knowing that the podcast was on the horizon tonight. It was a dad Tuesday, man, full dad Tuesday, but, we talked about, having Krispies after mowing the lawn, but man, I think I'm entering a part of my life where I'm getting into making chili now.
Okay. Go on.
I don't know. There's something about making chili that just feels like a dad activity.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, chili is inherently like a dude thing to do.
does it? Okay. Like, I
Yeah.
don't wanna
The fuck do
be
you think a
sexist.
chili
Hey,
cook-off is?
ex d I honestly, dude, I made a
Chili
white
cook-offs, they specifically occur at fire stations.
exact dude, I made a white chili today. Had the
Ooh.
right amount of
Don't
heat.
know how I feel about that, Dan.
Don't
Why'd it
look.
have to be white?
You know what?
White chili.
Tom, I'm not trying to pick a side. I'm not trying to
I don't know, Dan. I like a classic brown chili, but that's just me. I'm I'm the everyman.
Are you saying I'm culturally appropriating chili?
No, I think you're being a chili bigot. It was first. It was the Dan. You know what? I had a Bud Light the other night.
Damn, Tom.
I'm just a better person, Dan. It's just it's what it really boils down to. I'm just a better person.
Yeah, I think your stomach was probably feeling worse than mine after that.
It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't
It wasn't that bad. It you know what made it taste even better? The fact that it was $1.
It does feel good. I would say when it comes to chili, this was my first venture into chili, and I just, it was a Google
Really?
search. It's a Google search. Like I said, I've
Okay.
never made chili before.
Okay.
So I just kind of made a Google search, and knowing that I had 4 chicken breasts sitting in the fridge. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna look up.
Okay. So you went with chicken chili.
So I was like, all right, I just Googled chicken chili recipes. Basically in the crock pot, shredding up the chicken, some sort of like recipe, and I've come across this white chili. Took a couple liberties on the spice factor in the ingredients. I upped a little bit of the ground cumin and the crushed red pepper to get,
Okay.
and it had green chilies in it already, but I wanted a little bit more heat to it. And man, I gotta say, I'm ready for a cook-off this year. I think I want to take this white chili recipe. I took a base recipe and I upped a couple of the factors and I took notes on it. I kind of want to do a chili cook-off now, man.
Dan, I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. I think you're on your way.
I'm on my way, but
You're on your way.
Chili cook-offs don't come around till the cold weather season, so I've got plenty of time to
wait till you're buying yourself a nice Dutch oven.
I got a Dutch oven, man.
You got a Dutch oven?
Yeah.
Dude, look up doing the chili in the Dutch oven over.
I was gonna do it in a Dutch oven, but I was going to be leaving it alone for a while, and I was a little wary about leaving the stove going for a little while.
No,
The
man,
hot elements.
you're doing it low enough on the stove that it's not a big deal.
I was just I was a little weary of being outside doing doing the yard and something happening while I was cooking this. And plus, so I did the slow cooker this time just to enjoy, but I do have the Dutch oven. I got one.
And then you gotta wait till you get into like the dried chilies, like some dried anchovies.
Yeah.
Diversify yourself into maybe some brown chilies.
I did the dried green chilies for this one. So
I mean, like you get into the brown chili, like the beef chili with the brown sauce.
You know what, man? I think I'm gonna revolutionize the white chili because I do like using the corn flour in it.
Okay.
To give it that little thickness and stuff. So I was fooling around with the thickness of the chili. I do like doing that with the white chili, man. Dude, and I gotta say, I did something a little different with usually I do like some crushed tortillas on top.
Okay.
Put a little extra in there. I actually made quesadillas to dip into the chili.
Oh, like little quesadilla dippers. I like that.
Yeah, so a couple so each bowl had a couple quesadilla triangles, little
you know what I feel like is a slept on chili topper?
What?
Cubed avocado.
Tom, did you see my picture?
I didn't, Dan. I did not.
I put it in my story. Sliced avocado on top, baby.
Let's judge this here. There he is. No, you have to go cubed. Don't go those big thick slices. Go cubed.
I was gonna cube it. I did the thick slices because my avocado slicer just does the slices, so I just kind of use that thing. It scoops and slices at the same time. It's a scoop and slicer.
Yeah. The black and green one.
Yeah, time was of the essence, Tom.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. Yeah, avocado is a slept on uh chili additive.
Yeah, so I did a little shredded Monterey Jack, little of
Mhm,
the little bit of that on top. But man, I gotta say, shredded chicken, like the chicken shredded perfectly. Like doing the chicken, the beans, and the dried chilies for like 7 hours today.
mhm.
And then just taking the chicken out and shredding it in a bowl. It
Super
was like,
tender. Yeah.
dude, it just yeah, it I had 2 forks, just I shredded in, like, less than 5 minutes, put it back in there with a little bit of threw a little heavy cream and the corn flour in there to thicken it up. Oh, baby, it was instant, just like it told me I had to wait 30 minutes, and I was like, "Man, I could eat this now, but I'm gonna wait."
Here's the I think here's the dad discussion. When did it become so hype to talk about like cooking or being excited to like cook? Not like and I'm not talking grilling because dads have
Agreed.
dads have always grilled. I'm
Yeah, it's
talking
always
about
been good, but, like, the cooking, yes.
yeah.
When did it leave that 1950s, trope of, coming home to a home cooked meal and stuff like that?
Because like my dad didn't cook shit. He
My dad did
grilled.
my
My
dad
dad
didn't cook shit
grilled.
either. Yeah, grilled, that's it.
Yeah. Didn't cook shit. Like my mom was home every night cooking dinner. And yeah, I don't know where that changed, but like I'm I primarily cook and I like it that way. Like I want to cook. I want to be the
Yeah,
one.
I'm home, so, like, I come up and I start dinner
Mhm.
while before the family even gets home, so
Yeah.
and, yeah, it's I don't know, like it's not the right term, but it's not like latchkey kid, but, we both I think we moved on from the '50s of having the stay-at-home mom to having 2 working parents.
Yeah.
Like, we were coming home and starting to cook on our own,
Mhm.
and I think we just got into cooking for ourselves at an early age where we
Yeah,
got
I
into
guess
it
that makes
more.
yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like for me, it's almost kind of like a creative outlet. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
it's like one of those things like I need to make something.
Dude, I got full Rain Man with it, like, you shoulda saw me with the cheese, like, the perfect ratio. I was like and, like, dude, just making sure I had the right the right
Oh, but
avocados
yeah,
on it.
but when you do that, when you take extra care and like you care about like plating
Yeah.
and like you like do it real nice and it goes unnoticed.
Couple
It's
sliced limes spritz across the top.
brother, and that's when that goes unnoticed, devastating.
Dude,
It's silently devastating.
picky eater, 4 and 5-year-old. Yeah, I just gave her, like, a little serving cup of it.
Mhm.
She was dipping her quesadilla in it, and she was like, "Can I get a spoon for this?" I went, "Of course." And she's like, "Can I get some avocado on it too?" I'm like, "Yes."
Oh, yeah, that's a dream.
Yeah,
Um,
and she, like, sitting there just being like, "This is making" she said, "My chili made her heart smile," and I was like, "Yes."
oh, that's the dream right there.
Dude, I almost, like, Gronk style, just spiked my bowl of chili in the dining room, just on the floor, just like, "Yes."
Yeah. I made, over the weekend, I made a prime rib roast.
Ooh, I love a roast, man. Slow, just cooked.
So, the prime rib roast is, it's it's a 2-day process.
Yes, yes.
You have to I did a dry brine with just kosher salt on it
Good.
overnight in the fridge uncovered, and
Uncovered, yep.
then the next day bring it out. I did a wet brine with I do a mixture of mayo, Dijon, and what's your sister sauce, and
Disgusting, but continue.
Dan, I know where your head's at, but the mayo acts as like It's like it helps the
If
herbs
you say
absorb.
lubricant, I'm gonna punch you in the
No,
mouth.
no, it's not lubricant, but it's like, I mean, mayo is oil and eggs,
Yeah.
and it like, it helps, like, crisp it up a little bit.
Yeah, it gives it that, like, yeah, the crispy fat, like,
Yeah,
fat from, like, the mayo
right.
on the outside, yeah.
So, I do that at 250
Okay,
for, like, 4 or 5 hours until it reaches an internal temp of 125,
okay.
and take it out and smack it on my Blackstone to sear
Ooh,
it.
sear it, okay.
Yeah, and, like, inside, it's just super rare. Oh,
Yeah, just
it was good.
slicing it.
Yeah, oh, it was really good. Really good.
I love a prime rib roast, man. That yeah. I've done the dry brine, and I've done, like, Worcestershire
Yeah,
before with, like,
what's
a
your
wet.
sister sauce?
Is yeah. What's your si just Worcestershire.
Just
Like,
Worcestershire?
just a Lee and Perrins, as we used to come back in the
Yeah.
day, because that was the only one around.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, is there
Lee
another
Perrins.
one other than Heinz? Like, that's low person Worcestershire. You don't go Heinz, you go Lee and
Yeah,
Perrins.
no, it's Liam. Yeah, like, yeah, you
It's
treat it's like,
it comes in a bag. It comes
yeah,
in a
it's like
paper
malt
bag.
liquor.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's malt liquor. Yeah, it comes in a bag. Um,
it's the Crown Royal of Worcestershire.
yeah, for a long time, and that's funny because I just watched a cooking video, um, that kinda said the same thing as you, is I think it was Gordon Ramsay actually, that said it's Lee and Perrins. It's
Yeah,
not Worcester sauce, it's Lee and Perrins because
that's what we
that's
always
what
called
it
it.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, can you pass the Lee and Perrins? That's
Right.
oh, we always said it.
Yeah.
That's because
L&P.
that's all we ever had.
Yeah.
My household never had A1 growing up.
Really?
We only had Lee and Perrins.
Well, they're 2 different things.
But, like, for steak, but, like, that's what I was saying.
There's steak sauce, A1 steak sauce, and then there's Lee and Perrins. A1 is not the steak sauce is not a Worcester sauce.
Yeah, but for my steak, I would always have Lee and Perrins
Okay. All right.
instead of A1 steak sauce. Like, I would
Okay.
just put basically just, like, couple little drops, not a
Mhm.
lot, just, like, dip, 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 dip on top and just
We, not to brag or anything, not to flex on you, Dan, but on the table, it was always A1 and Lee and Perrins. That
okay.
was the choice.
Alright.
I typically went A1. Uh, I never I don't like anything on my
I don't like anything. Yeah.
prime rib roast, maybe I'll do like a
Yeah.
horseradish, but yeah,
I'm not big on anything on my steak either. That's why it's like a
no.
couple dots just to give it a little tang is, like, all I really do.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
I'm not dipping it into, like, a side cup of
no,
Worcestershire or A1. Like, even
yeah,
with A1, like, I might put a little bit on before I cook it just to, like, sear it in there or something. But
okay, that's fair.
I've done that, but, like, not even,
Yeah,
like, dipping into A1.
S&P is the choice for me.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Dan, I wanna bring this up now that we're on the topic of food.
Go on, Tom.
This came across my desk the other day. So, this is a sandwich. You have the sandwich. This is what you have left.
Yeah.
What bite what's your next bite?
I'm taking
So
C out of the equation.
so hold on. So you have so for our audio listeners, it's a sandwich,
Yep.
normal sandwich. A is on the left side. It's that little like,
I could see a lot of sandwich ingredients within A's bite.
okay. And so then it's like a crescent moon and it rises to B.
Which
B
is like
is
it's
it's
a
the peak.
protruding
Yeah.
full ingredients
Yeah.
sandwich bite. Like
And then
B is the creme de la creme of bites right there.
well, we'll get into that. And then it swoops down to C.
C is the outlier. C is on the edge.
Mhm.
C is in my opinion the road to B and A.
Okay. So Dan, when you're here, what is your next bite?
If I'm at that sandwich, it's C. I'm taking C
Yeah.
because I'm saving A and B for
Right.
last. Because I see more topping, I see more. I see. I'm gonna get more out of that, and I don't want to end with C.
So, okay. Here's where I was at here. I was somewhat hoping for a more divisive topic to get out of this, but I'm also like part of me is happy that we're both traveling the same road. It's
Yeah,
C.
Sandwich Road.
Yeah, C is the option here because you're taking that bite, and now B is just going to be such a better bite.
It is, and you're just working. But see, getting rid of C ensures that after you bite B,
Mhm.
there's another
Oh,
equally
the
amazing bite.
A is going to be.
A is the next B,
Oh yeah,
but then there's going to be another B behind B after you bite A. There's going to be it's going to
yes,
continue. It's
okay,
going to
yeah. So I
continue
see
that
what you're
route.
saying. But C, like so the argument here. Let's scroll down and see what the
Are people really saying that C needs to be saved?
what and let's also take into a consideration that the subreddit that we're on is r/evil autism.
Oh man. So
Yeah.
there's gonna be some people who are probably trolling, but also
So yeah, if you look, first of all, if you look at this side here in the rules of the subreddit here, rule number 2 is autism superiority. Number 3 is world domination. And number 4 is all art autistic people are incredibly good looking. Um
I love this.
yeah. Autistic me spent a second trying to figure out where the bomb was. See, because they say you're eating a bomb sandwich. uh um yeah, C, so I can get the parts that are majority bread out of the way and enjoy the fillings last.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
got to
exactly
leave
what
the
we just
perfect bite
discussed.
for last. That's the right mindset to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Um
This argument kinda reminds me of the burger and fries argument, like, do you eat your fries and save the burger for last, or do you go back and forth? And what do you end on? Do you end on burger or do you end on fries?
I go back and forth, back and forth. So Dan, I had a Dan order today.
Ooh,
I took the day off. I spent the day with my kid. Um, we went to the barber shop, got his hair cut,
nice.
went to Mickey D's for lunch afterwards.
Ooh, okay. DQPC?
DQPC, buddy. I was
Yeah.
starving, like to the point. Barber shop was bumping today.
Oh, yeah.
It
Well,
was,
yeah, well, what's his name's gonna Burnsy's gonna be out for a couple days, so
yeah, good. It was a good like 2 hour wait.
yeah,
Um,
he's off the weekend, so everyone probably didn't
yeah,
go get a haircut.
yeah. So yeah, it was a good 2 hour wait, and then it took way longer to cut my kid's hair than I was expecting. But yeah, by the time we were ready to roll to McDonald's, I was shaking with hunger. Um, and I was like, originally, I was like, when I go to McDonald's, my typical order is either a Big Mac meal or I do what I really like is the 2 cheeseburger meal.
Yeah, it's great. It's
That's the boomer in me.
Yeah, I mean, I do sometimes change up my DQPC with like, you know what? It's been a while since I had the 2 cheeseburger meal.
cheeseburger meal is great. It's not overly filling. It
Exactly.
hits the right spots. You get 2 burgers out of it. It's a great meal.
It is.
Great value. It's a great
Yeah.
value, Dan.
That's a good road trip meal because it's
Mhm.
easier to eat those 2 little
Oh,
meals
yeah.
when you're driving
Yeah, if
than
it's a
a
road trip,
DQPC.
that one's the
Yeah,
must. Yeah, you
yeah,
gotta do the 2.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I was like, I'm starving. DQPC. On the trip there, all I was thinking was DQPC.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was it was interchange back and forth. DQPC, fries, bite here, bite there.
Yeah.
Fries were less.
Okay.
I left it like I took a last bite of DQPC, and there were like 3 fries, grabbed a bunch, dunked them in the ketchup, which McDonald's ketchup is the best ketchup. I don't know what they do to it. It's the best ketchup. You can't replicate it. You can't
Yeah, I don't
add.
know what's in there. I don't know if it's the same thing they introduced into,
So
urban cities in the 80s, but it's in there.
so it's like McDonald's has Heinz makes ketchup specifically for McDonald's. Same
And
thing with Coke.
it's got
Coke,
fentanyl in it, right?
yeah, probably. Coke does something. Coke doesn't do a special.
Yeah, my
They
wife
don't do.
clamors over a Diet Coke from McDonald's because it's
It's
different.
yes. It's so. I have done research on this. It's the recipe isn't different from Coke.
Okay.
It's the fact that McDonald's keeps their lines, like the soda lines, at a specific temperature at all times.
Wait, are you saying craft beer and McDonald's draft lines are glycol?
Yeah. Yeah, Dan.
McDonald's got a glycol chiller back there?
Yeah. Have you seen the big thing about McDonald's Sprite being spicy?
No, I have not heard
Yeah,
this.
people are all saying that McDonald's Sprite is
Oh,
super
man.
spicy.
I
Um,
gotta say, just to kinda go back to, being out with the kid and just being hungry,
mhm.
follow-up question to the order. You're ordering your food. Now, you took it home to eat it, correct? You didn't eat there, right?
No, I ate there.
Oh, so you guys okay, so you guys
Yeah. This
never
was a
mind.
whole day, Dan.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, if you were taking that meal home,
Mhm.
what's your position on road fries?
Dan, you think I forgot about road fries? The road fry
I
discussion?
know, I thought we talked about this. I just
We
wanna make
have,
sure road
and
fries
I've
is the
never
position.
forgot about it.
Okay.
I think about it anytime I go through a drive-through, I think about road fries.
Yeah. Hey,
Um,
small fry in there too? Thanks.
no, yeah, it's, I did get offended where, like, we sat in there and they brought the tray out, and he got a Happy Meal, and I have my fries, and he just reaches over and grabs a handful of my fries, and I was like, "Yo, dude,
Because you have an
you
ex
got 2 you got
giant
2 fries
bread.
in here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, oh, so you sub the apple slices for the extra
Yeah,
fries?
yeah, dude, yeah, that kid ain't eating apple slices, brother. Come on. No,
But yeah, so, like, it's yours are more pronounced coming out of that
yeah,
big red display. He's got
yeah,
tiny little white bags filled with fries. Yours are way more appetizing.
yeah, yeah, and like the tray just barely touched the table, and
Yeah,
here's already just a handful of fries.
I understand where he's
Like,
coming from.
yo, dude, don't do that.
That's how you lose a hand, man.
Yeah, yeah. He's at the age now where I'm like, if you do that, I'm gonna smack you. Like, it's gonna happen.
Let me tell you, man, getting ready for this podcast, being downstairs,
Yeah.
nothing nothing makes you just completely shut down like hearing you can't draw on the TV up here.
That's tough.
Dude, I had 2 beers in my cooler. I was holding 2 glasses. I had the cooler around my shoulder, and I'm, like, coming down to the podcast. I'm like, "Hell yeah, into the basement. It's podcast night." And I just hear, "No, no, we do not draw on the TV." And oh, dude, I was just like, "What the fuck?" I'm sitting there, I text her, I go, "How bad is it?"
So how bad is it, Dan?
It was just in the bottom corner, but enough that one, I also brought everything down. I'm like, "All right, I'll deal with this tomorrow," and realized I didn't have a hat for the podcast and my hair was all over the place. I was like, "Shit, I have to go upstairs." So as soon as my foot hit the first step, I hear her start crying up there because she knows I'm on my way up to just she's just like,
Just for air.
"Yeah."
Oh man, on the TV.
Yeah. rough.
I don't know what it is about kids and TVs. Like, they just want to ruin them.
Yeah, dude. I
I'm
remember
not-
I came home one day and she has this tiny little golf set. Yeah, the one I
Mhm.
showed you the picture,
Yeah.
and she's just smacking the living room TV with it, the screen. I'm just like,
Oh,
"What are you doing?
why would you be doing that?
Stop.
Oh,
It's not a portal to another dimension." Like, hitting this is not gonna get you into the living room of Bluey.
yeah,
Stop it.
yeah. And then you like watching this, right? Because if
Yeah,
you keep doing that, you're not going to be able to watch it anymore.
yeah. Pops is gonna have to get a 44 inch until we figure this out.
Yeah, yeah. I hope you like watching a nice 32-inch Sylvania.
Yeah, yeah. I hope you enjoy my 13-inch MacBook Pro for the next 2 weeks while I figure out how I'm gonna get a TV.
Yeah, yeah. Pops has to bring down the 32-inch Phillips from them.
The Westinghouse.
Yes. Oh, get out your magnifying glass, kid.
Yeah. You never seen Bluey like this before. Microscopic.
Yeah. Oh, get ready for glasses because those eyes are going to be straining.
Welcome to my world.
Oh my god! All right, let's get out of this. But yeah, we're in agreement. The C is the correct bite.
Yes.
It just leads. Everyone's like, "Oh, B is the better bite." And it's like, yes, I agree. B is the best bite,
Yeah.
but C leads to a better B bite.
Yeah. Those are the same people that fall for the painted, like, cave entrance like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah,
Yeah, they go right for the
mhm,
sure thing, but they're making a mistake.
right. The Nigerian scam people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he said he's got 1.5 million waiting for me. I just got to do this. All right, Daniel, let's wrap this thing up.
Let's do it.
Guys, thank you for sticking around with us. Vault, thank you for making a tasty pilsner.
Yeah, killer beer vault.
Yeah,
Cheers.
really good. And catch us next week. I think we got some stuff in the works.
Yeah, we got some things coming up. We're gonna give it the old try. We're gonna give it another try here, but we've got another
Yeah,
podcast guesting that we could potentially be doing.
yeah,
And we've got a ton of other beers lined up, Tom.
yeah, we do.
Between what you've given me and what I've given you from our craft beer constituents that, well, yours has kids, but don't have kids and are getting beers willy nilly. Thank you guys so much for hooking us up.
Yeah, yeah,
It's only a matter of time before we're all dads and we don't all have time, but we appreciate you guys. We're going to be featuring some more beers from around the area here and more hop education, more beer education.
yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody. We will catch you next week. This has been Best Friends Podcast. I think it's episode 210.
210 sounds good.
Yeah,
210.
210.
We're out.
See. All right. Said that. There's like nobody watching, so
Yeah, I'm going to head out and take a piss because my teeth are swimming.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, who's ever still left on Twitch.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. We will see you later.
See you.